Hi everybody, it's Mr. Gray here. Thank you again for another fantastic week. We're getting right down to the end. At this point, there's just 2 weeks of school left. Have a few announcements for you to start off. Monday is no school, Memorial Day, so we'll see everybody on Tuesday. The last week of school is a normal week, except Thursday and Friday, the kids get out of school at 1:05. We have bowling. I think pretty much everybody sent in their $10, but if you haven't yet, please do that to help us pay for that trip. Field day, I put a link in the email if you want to sign up. Pretty much all the things are taken, all the snacks are signed up for, but I think there's a couple of stations that maybe could use a parent volunteer. So if you're interested in that, that's for Thursday, June 6th. New this week in the email that I sent, I put a link to a permission slip. I'm reading the book out loud, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, to discuss kind of the elements of fantasy books and kind of use that as like a mentor text. So we're getting the idea of what fantasy books kind of share in common. And so we'd like to watch the movie for that book on the very last day of school, but it is a PG movie, so I need your permission. There's just a little permission slip to say, yes, they can watch that movie for the last day of school. And then the final link that I didn't put in the email, but is on our updates page, and I will send out again, is any of the photos that I've taken this year from different events or anything I put in a folder, and you can kind of see those and have those and look back on kind of just the physical growth your students have had over the year. I was just looking back at the first day of school pictures, and they look a lot smaller from that time. So those are the big announcements. Like I said, we're getting right to the end. Of course, if you have any questions or anything, please let me know. We still have some work to do in reading. We're doing kind of one last project next week, working on fantasy books. They're going to make a reader's notebook page having to do with the fantasy books they have read and that I've been reading out loud, and then I'll read out loud the Chronicles of Narnia. We might do a small little writing project. I have to kind of check on a couple things, and the timing gets affected at this time of year, so I'm not sure if we're going to get to it, but I might do something small for that. We're continuing to work on a baseball statistics project, which is essentially just a game we're playing. The students get to choose a player for the day, and then based on how that player performs in the game, they get points, and we're just seeing who is the most points. It's pretty much just like a random game of chance, but it's pretty fun to kind of check out statistics. Baseball is a game of lots of statistics, so it's interesting to kind of look at those. The kids will go to Science Lab with Mrs. DeMarco. They're going to give their leadership project presentations, which are essentially just updates about what they have done or not done for their leadership project. We are working on our in-class Jeopardy tournament. We're going to finish the quarterfinals, which is what everyone was in, and we'll start on the semifinals next week. And the last semifinal and the final of our Jeopardy tournament will be the last week of school. So you can ask your students about that. There have been some very exciting games. Students who didn't like maybe win their game did incredibly well. We had some very close races. It was amazing. And we'll have buddies next week. So yeah, not too many things, just those big announcements at the start to get going. Like I said, if you have any questions or anything, please let me know. Have a great long weekend. We'll see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.